Yeah, that's a good thing about switchers. You just have to click without thinking too much.
Exactly, yeah. All right, what's up, everybody? He's an El Salvadorian Muay Thai specialist. He is at the UFC Gym in Taiwan. And we've got him live, Eduardo Lindo. We've got him live tonight, right after this. All right, there we go. Now we're live. We're good to go. How you doing, brother?
Great.
Thanks for coming, man. I appreciate
thanks
it.
for having me here.
Yeah, I always watch a lot of your training videos and stuff, man. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, the channel. How's the channel going?
Yeah, it was surprising because I hadn't been able to post for a while.
Okay.
And
yeah.
in this, like this month, it has been exponential growth compared to when I was actually posting quite often.
That's crazy, right? Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's weird, right? Yeah,
it is
YouTube's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube
all of a sudden,
is a weird
some old video will pop up. Like I have, all of a sudden, I'll get some views on like a video from like a year ago. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Someone will comment, and then that video will start getting more views. And I'm like, hey, thanks for commenting. It's awesome.
Right.
Yeah. I forgot about that video. Yeah. That's really cool, man. So, what brought you to Taiwan, man?
So first I came here to study. I came
really?
for university, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay. To study Chinese or just
no.
there?
My career, it was in business administration.
Okay.
I went to Chengchi University. I did it for years, but in all that time, I constantly went to Thailand.
Okay, beautiful. Okay.
I got any opportunity for me to go to Thailand.
So close, right? Yeah.
It was perfect.
Okay. So you originally were doing Muay Thai from before, or when did you start doing the Muay Thai stuff?
So actually, martial arts way before.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, my parents put me in a karate school like when I was 5. When Karate Kid was popular.
Karate Kid was okay. All right, we're dating ourselves. Good, because you look so much younger, man. You look so young, brother. Yeah. So Karate Kid, you went to karate. Did you stick with it?
Yeah, I stuck with it for most of the time until I became around 16, 17.
Okay.
I kept going for quite a while.
Okay.
I still kind of use it every now and then to a certain degree.
Okay. That's cool. So karate in El Salvador, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it popular? Is martial arts popular down there? Or?
Yes and no. There were points where it became really popular. So there was a time when there were a lot of Kempo karate schools all over the place. Okay. That has died down. A lot. It is quite a pity of it.
What do you think? Do you think MMA is coming up, so that's why traditional stuff's a little slower, or what's your opinion on that?
That too, but I mean, it's just. It has become something more of a expensive thing. Okay. For most people, and
understand.
In El Salvador, it's difficult to get that. Like
okay. Yeah. It's like a luxury.
Yeah,
right?
it is quite a luxury for a lot of.
Okay. So you came here. You came to study, finished school.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And you decided, I'm staying here. Yes.
Actually,
no. What'd you do? I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. So. There were a lot of things in between.
Sure. That's why we're here. Let's have them, yeah.
It's a really weird story.
Perfect. We love weird stories. We do.
Right. So, I actually, when I came to Taiwan, I thought studying, of course, whenever I could, I would like to go to different countries to train a bit. I have always been like a martial arts geek.
Okay.
And it was because of one specific fighter that I decided, my next one has to be Thailand. Okay. And it's actually quite a famous fighter.
Now you got to tell us who it is.
Yeah, Valentina Shevchenko.
Oh, really? Okay.
She was the one who introduced me to Muay Thai.
Okay, really? Wow,
and she actually told me, you should train Muay Thai and fight.
She told you? Oh, really?
Yeah, I met her in Peru before she became famous.
You know what's crazy? When she's one of the first few fights that I saw her in the UFC, she had the Peru badge on her gear, right? And then I'm like, what? She's from Peru? And I'm like, and then she started speaking Spanish, and her Spanish is great.
Yeah, her Spanish is great.
It's actually better than her English, I think. I mean, they're both really good, but her Spanish is like The accent's good. Everything's great.
Yeah, it's because
I was
she
really
lived
blown
in Peru
away.
for like 5-7 years.
Really?
So yes.
Oh wow.
And she was competing for Peru in
really?
In international fights for Muay Thai.
Really?
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's she's one of the best, I think. One of the best women's fighters out there. Yeah.
When I met her, I was like blown away on her character. Like,
okay.
And that inspired me so much.
Wow.
That's it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
okay.
And because she told me, try a little bit more Muay Thai, you could get to places. I was like, okay, I'll put more effort into Muay Thai. Back then, I had already started a little bit on MMA.
Okay.
And I was trying to go up in there. I went to a lot of jiu-jitsu schools.
Sure. Okay.
Try a little bit of everything.
Okay.
But the martial arts in my country were still way too low. Like there were only purple belts at most.
Okay, understandable. Okay.
Yeah,
and so you met her. Where did you, like, at a gym? You met?
Yeah. I went. It was again another coincidence.
Okay.
My parents were going to Peru, but my father had a business trip planned out of nowhere.
Okay.
To Taiwan.
Okay.
And,
wow. Okay.
Because of that, there was a plane ticket just there, and my mother was already going, so they were like, would you go with your mom and just pass some time in Peru for 2 weeks? Okay. Yeah, it was during vacation, I think summer or winter vacation from my school.
Great. Yeah, for sure. Why not? Okay.
Yeah, and my mom already knew, like, I would try to go to a gym at one point or another.
Yeah. Okay.
So I told her, like, I want to go to this gym.
Okay.
Because I saw, like, there was this world champion for Muay Thai. And
okay, beautiful. Okay. And then you went and you met her.
Yeah, I met her.
And she's like, I think she's one of the best women fighters, if not the best, right? Did you watch her in the Amanda Nunes?
Oh yeah.
The second one, I thought she won that for sure.
Me
I thought
too.
she got robbed. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. But again,
but it's the way it is, right? Yeah. But that second fight, I actually thought she won that, and I thought that was the only time Nunes didn't win. That was kind of like, well, and she's amazing too, Nunes.
Yeah,
right? She's amazing. I mean,
I never take anything about her.
Yeah, so they're both fantastic. Yeah, beautiful, man. So let's grab a first swing. Are you good with spicy food usually? Sometimes.
Again, it's been a while since I had real spicy food.
Okay. Well, you know what? The first round is just chill. Like the first one's just a regular buffalo wing, so it's just chill.
Not a worry.
So you can grab the drum or the wing, man. Whatever you want.
So I would go for drum.
Grab it. You go first, brother. Yeah. Whatever you need, man. Yeah. Startup Taiwan says, Hola, Eddy and Eduardo. Hold on, let me pull that up. Boom, there he is. All right, Startup Taiwan, how you doing, brother? Good. Thanks for the comment. All right, let's eat the wing.
It's weird because we're both Eddy.
I know, yeah. I actually, I don't know, it's weird because growing up, my name is Edgar, right? Yeah. And in Spanish, Edgar is like common, right?
Yeah.
It's okay, right? But in English, Edgar, like it sounds weird, right? And I'm in Canada, so it sounded. Growing up, I wasn't a big fan of the name, so it was just Ed, right? So everyone just called me Ed, and then eventually, when I came here, it was still Ed. It was fine, and then when I just switched it to like something that's easier for people to say, something sounds a little bit more like approachable. I don't know. It's weird, but I changed it to Eddy, right? And then it's just like, whoa, my life was just like, it's weird, yeah. So yeah, Eddy's it's really, I don't know. It's approachable. It's comfortable, and actually, yeah, it's good. I love it, man. Yeah. How's the wing? All good?
Yeah, it's all good.
Pretty chill, pretty basic one, right? Yeah. Yeah. So it's weird. It's a good name, man. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. And actually, when I opened my first restaurant, I was still going by Ed, but I had a friend of mine was like a comic designer guy, and he created this like Speedy Gonzalez character with like a jalapeno, and I called the character Eddy, right? And then everyone just kept calling me Eddy, and then I just said no problem, as long as you buy burritos, it doesn't matter. Right. And then eventually it was like, hey, I like it better, so it worked out pretty good, man. I love it. Yeah.
It's also weird because I never called myself Eddy until I came to Taiwan.
Yeah, that's the same as me.
Yeah.
I actually have a cousin, one of my good best cousins, and he's Eddy. And so when I think of Eddy, I would always think of him. And then now it's me. So now it's both of us, right? Yeah. Right on, brother.
It is a really approachable name.
It's more like, it sounds like somebody friendly, somebody's kind of like chill. Somebody is, play with your kids or whatever. Like. Speaking of kids, man, you doing a lot of kids classes?
Not many. No. I have 2 per week.
Okay. I've actually got.
That's my limit.
Okay, yeah. Prefer doing the adults? I'm gonna pull up a picture. Check this out.
Sure.
Blam. Ooh. Kids, I went onto your Facebook and grabbed some photos. Yeah.
No problem. More than glad to
share. So how does it compare doing the kids classes maybe compared to an adult class?
It's completely different.
Yeah. So maybe tell a little bit about that.
So and it has gradually changed a lot. It also depends on the number of kids. So that was at the beginning, and I could actually teach those students really well.
Okay.
They were getting quite
getting good.
Proficient, yeah.
Okay.
But then I get so many kids, that whenever I was trying to teach 1 or 2, the other 3 or 4 were running away, doing crazy stuff, and
it's hard. Yeah.
So I had to play more around. With them
and more games and stuff.
And try to incorporate some Muay Thai movements in between, but never really trying to teach 100% Muay Thai because there was not enough time. Yeah,
no, I actually coached soccer for a long time, and coaching kids and then coaching, even older kids or like adults and stuff was so much different, right? Because adults are there, they're ready to go, and the kids, they're running around and stuff. So it's pretty fun. Yeah, the 2 kids that we just had up there actually. Dave Silver's boys. I actually know them. Yeah, good kids, man. Shout out to Dave. He's always watching the show. Yeah,
real nice kids.
Good kids, man. Yeah. So I know it's not spicy yet, but we've got some milk here. We've got some water, and we have some horchata. If you like horchata.
Yeah, I love horchata.
Of course. Yeah, well, Me too.
I agree with that.
Yeah, for sure. Me too, man. Yeah. So
is it okay if I can take?
Yeah, dude, your thing, bro. Yeah, it's a little hot today. Yeah, for sure. So what? How did you get hooked up with UFC Gym Taiwan?
Another weird story.
That's good. We love weird stories. That's why we're here, man. Yeah.
I had been going to most gyms all over Taiwan.
Okay.
Mostly Taipei, but yeah. When they opened, I was helping another friend. Actually, I think you mentioned him.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, he's a great guy, man. I think I got a picture of him up here. Yeah, check him out. Bland. Yeah.
So
he's a great guy. I love that guy. Yeah.
I was helping him with his gym at the beginning. He started with Falcon Muay Thai.
Falcon Muay Thai. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I was in my last part of university.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
So I was actually in the middle of searching a few jobs and other stuff.
Okay.
And from there, there was this seminar with Rob McCullough. He's a WEC world champion.
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay.
He was there in UFC Gym because he's like the main international coach to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think I'm not sure. He's one of the owners. I'm not sure.
Oh, really?
UFC Gym.
Oh, really?
He's one of the ones who started it.
I think I like to go watch all the MMA fights. I think they had one where they kind of brought him in, and he's like, "Hey, I think so. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. So you went to a seminar, yeah?
Yeah. So I did train with him, and after the class, we actually spoke about it because. Everyone who was attending the seminar was quite new to the sport.
Okay.
I was like really comfortable with everything he was throwing, and we had like it's always good to find someone who has that love for martial arts.
Of course,
especially if everyone else is just kind of new with it.
Sure, like newbies, and then you're like a lifelong learner, right? Yeah. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I like it.
So from there, I talked with him, and I showed him because I had trained and teach in Thailand, and with Falcon Muay Thai, I had also teach some Thai fighters.
Okay.
So,
wow, nice. Okay.
I showed him one of my videos holding pads like freestyle.
Okay.
With me just trying to.
Sure. Okay.
And he was really impressed, and he told like, if you ever want to work here, I could recommend you to them. And afterwards he was like, okay, this guy, he really knows what he's doing.
Okay.
You should hire him.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I was like, whoa.
That's a pretty good recommendation.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I was really surprised by that.
So Taiwan has been welcoming, and you got some pretty good gigs over here, yeah?
Yeah.
It's like destiny to be over here, yeah? Yeah.
Right. I never expected to build my career out of martial arts from the get-go.
Okay.
I was planning to go there. Like.
Okay. Yeah.
I had been.
You did business administration, you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, what was your original plan? Maybe do some martial arts school eventually, or what was the original plan with that? Yeah.
I planned maybe living a little bit longer in Taiwan, still maybe with a corporate job, and using that opportunity to go more to Thailand afterwards.
Okay. Yeah.
And from there, getting just a bit more experience, both in fighting and coaching.
Okay. Yeah. Beautiful.
And from there, just going onwards and returning to El Salvador. I actually have most of the equipment for opening a gym back in my country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can use it eventually, right?
Yeah, I definitely
go back
will.
and set it up. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay. So that was a dream from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. I like that. Okay.
I just didn't expect for it to work
so quickly, right?
Yeah, well in the get-go.
All of a sudden, you're like, bam, hey, UFC, and UFC's huge, right?
Yeah.
It's UFC, right? Yeah, beautiful. I'm still stoked about the Valentina Shevchenko, man. She's fighting this weekend, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's good. What do you think?
Well,
I mean, she's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing, right? Yeah. And you're biased too, right?
Yeah,
of course,
quite biased.
Yeah.
I followed her for quite a while. We messaged each other for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow. That's
before
amazing.
she became too famous, because afterwards it's like more of a spam than actual message.
Yeah. Well, probably now she gets messages from like thousands of people a day. I would imagine.
I actually tried to bring her once to Taiwan.
Oh wow!
Before she came to UFC, because she was having a FMA World Championship in Malaysia.
Okay.
And I thought like it wouldn't be too expensive to bring her from Malaysia to here.
Yeah. Okay.
And back then I had some contacts with another gym here, TMMA.
Okay. Yeah.
And
for sure.
I talked to the boss and everything, and it was.
And he's like, of course, everybody would love that. Yeah.
But after I had to move up for a while for some things during one vacation.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was texting him and everything, but that fell down, and
that's
she
too
just
bad,
returned back to
too
Peru.
bad. I mean, I would imagine UFC would love to have her here, but she's huge now.
Yeah,
though. It's
she's
tough.
too huge.
She's too big.
It would be.
It'd be
way
tough.
It'd
be too expensive and tough to bring her here. Yeah.
Back then it was perfect. She gave me the prices and everything. And
okay.
It would have worked out perfectly.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
We still have the YouTube on, I think, right? Oh, sorry, the Facebook. Hey, there's Dave. Hold up. Let's see what Dave is saying here. Hey. Aaron and Dami are watching. They say hi. They're thrilled to have their photo. Hey, of course. That's a shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate it. All the support, Dave. Actually, I knew you guys would be watching. I was hoping. Yeah. Beautiful. Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, he recommended me to you too, right?
Did he? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of your videos, and they're good. I love you. I like your videos a lot, man. I'm a big MMA fan, and I mean, I started jiu-jitsu a little while ago. I'm still super newbie, but I've been watching UFC since since UFC 1, man. I'm a little older than you. Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah. But actually, you can switch something else on. But yeah, so if you guys are enjoying the show, don't forget, if you're on Facebook, jump onto YouTube right now, www.eddy.live. This Eddy and this Eddy, we're live, right? All right, if you guys are on YouTube, enjoy the show. We're going to grab the next swing. All right, the next swing is Chipotle. Yeah, it's Chipotle, man. So go for it. You're the guest, man. You want the drum or the wing? Yeah. All right, let's do it. So let's do it a little bit spicier, but not really. These ones are pretty mellow. Yeah, for sure.
I'll trust your word.
yeah, for sure. The second round's a little bit crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good. This is
It's
perfect.
a little sweet, right? Yeah. That's one of our better
Chipotle,
salads.
it's always like that kind of.
Yeah. So has any of your family come to visit you here?
Just my sister.
Okay.
My parents were planning to come here, and they had already bought the tickets, but that was just before
last year,
COVID.
yeah.
That those plans fell through so bad.
Of course, yeah.
They were planning to come in, I think, May or April of last year. And they had bought the tickets because I did a return to El Salvador for...
How long has it been?
For Christmas.
Okay, yeah.
Just before everything went south.
Okay.
And I came back just in time before they closed.
Okay. Nice, man, yeah. How are they doing down there? Everybody doing all right?
It is tough.
It's a little tough, right?
Yeah, it is a tough situation. I think in the whole continent.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Canada, where my family is okay because they're in a really small town. But Mexico is also. I have lots of family in Mexico still. It's also a little bit tough for sure.
Actually, my sister was studying in. Well, right now she's back in El Salvador, but she was studying in Canada, Vancouver.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And it was bad up there, and she left, or? What do you think?
Well, mostly it's because she was already graduating.
Oh, okay.
Well, finding a job right now.
Yeah, tilted shack, throw the tilt shack. Yeah, Red L, yeah. Sorry, just changing. We just ran out of a beer. I got to tap something else.
No worries.
Yeah, brother. How's that? Good?
Yeah, it's good.
You try the horchata? Yeah, it's pretty. I love the horchata, yeah. So I don't even know if I should ask, but do you have a favorite UFC fighter now?
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. That's good. I didn't know the Valentina story. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited to see her fight. And also, one of the other, I mean, of course, Masvidal, right? And Usman, that's going to be great.
Yeah.
But also, Thug Rose and Zhang Wei Li. I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about those 3 fights, yeah. So that's good. What do you think? You think Masvidal has a better shot with a full training camp? What do you think? Usman is pretty. Usman is a monster. Yeah. Usman
it could go either way because both are monsters. But
they both are.
It is Usman's weight class.
Yeah, that and also his wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Like I actually thought when Woodley was the champ that it was going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
And then Usman oh my God, it was actually like.
Yeah, that was
I was a bit sad, actually. Yeah, I was actually
Me
sad
too.
because I like Woodley, I like Usman, but it was so. Oh, that's not. Sorry, brother. Yeah, we save the turtles. Yeah. No. And it was such a slaughter. I was like, I was like, I felt bad. I was like, oh no, Woodley, big fan.
Yeah.
So so the MMA scene, is it growing then in El Salvador?
Yes, it's
like
growing
since
slowly,
after you left. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I have keep going, and I have done seminars there too.
Okay, beautiful.
Because I have a good connection with some of the gyms there.
Okay.
And of course, I always try to promote a little bit my
Of course,
country and everything. I love El Salvador.
Of course, we always have orgullo. We always have it. We always have it, right? Yeah, I love that, brother. So we always. I actually have a picture of like a newspaper article of you, right?
Oh,
that must be down there, right? In El Salvador, right?
That was after a seminar, and they did I went to a TV show. And
okay. Beautiful. Okay.
Because it's a bit of an unusual story.
Okay. Yeah.
And I knew a lot of people, and also. Some of my friends from other gyms were usually going to TV shows, so it was a easy interaction.
So you just slipped right in there on a visit back home. You went in there and just like, okay, good. That's cool. That's good.
Usually before my seminars with those same gyms.
Okay, beautiful, and that also helps the sport grow, right?
Yeah,
when they see somebody like one of their own, Salvadoreño guy.
Yeah.
He's in Taiwan, right? So everybody must be like, I read the article, what I could read, I zoomed in on it, and it looks pretty cool, man. That's pretty awesome, yeah. Family must be excited, yeah? Everybody's very proud, yeah?
Always halfway.
Halfway, yeah. What does the family think, yeah?
Well, when they put me into karate, they never expected me to go full
just
way
go,
to something like mixed martial arts.
Okay, yeah. So when you did the karate, you said you stayed until like 16?
Yeah, but I still was trying a lot of different things.
Okay, beautiful. Okay.
Well, one of my uncles was a really good friend with my karate teacher, and they were both in the judo national team way back in the day.
Wow, okay.
So they both taught me judo at the same time.
Nice. The takedowns and the tosses and stuff. Beautiful.
Yeah, and that was predate on when actual double legs were available.
Okay.
Like like the traditional kataguruma or morotegari, which are like the double takedown and the fireman carry, were completely legal.
Okay. So they taught you that. So you grew up around all this then, kind of, right? Or not really?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, you just had a couple of outlier relatives that were just like,
Yeah, I mean, that relative is a big exception.
Okay.
Everyone else was not really known. Like my direct family.
Okay.
Only my father was kind of sports.
Okay.
Like he did like to play soccer.
Okay, of course. Yeah. I think from Mexico all the way down to South America, everyone plays soccer, right? I mean, somewhat, right?
But my family was known for not being sports like and more of a literal.
Okay.
They were more of a scholar kind of.
Okay, cool.
Family.
Cool. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I understand. So you're going the like the MMA coach opposite way. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, my family actually. When I was going to open the restaurant at the beginning, my mom's a cook and she's nobody has ever opened a business in my family and my mom was like, oh my God, it's going to be so much work. It's going to be so much work. You're not going to make any money. And she was right up for a long time. I was like, oh my God.
It is always true at the beginning.
It's true. It's like, holy crap. Like at the end of the day, you're working 10, 12 hours in the beginning and you're like, wow. I think that's probably any business. Right?
It's a startup.
Yeah, it's pretty rough at the beginning, and you're just like, holy. You just start to think, man, wow. I think it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy.
There's two kind of investments when it comes to startups. It's either time, and effort, or a lot of money.
Or a lot of money. Yeah, for sure. But I think, obviously when you're starting your own business, it's usually time.
Yes.
Right. It's not like somebody has like. A few million in there to just be like, hey, let me just try opening a business.
I mean, if you're in a startup, it is possible if you get some investors.
Sure, you can get investors for sure.
But you have to have connection and all this stuff, and it's a real hassle. And at the end, it doesn't really belong to you.
That's exactly right. Yeah. We started from a stand, and then we went to a really small restaurant in Danshui. And then we had like sort of a medium-sized restaurant not too far from here. And then I had an investor come and help me do this one. So we made this one. And it was the first time I had an investor. And great, super duper great guy. We recently kind of bought him out. We closed the other one just before COVID. And then we had this one. And then my investors moved back to Mexico. And so we recently kind of bought him out. So it's back to 100% ours. And it's a cool feeling, but it is definitely different when you have an investor because, I mean,
you can rely a little,
Yeah. I mean, you have to have, there's ideas and stuff like this, and sometimes different points of view and stuff like that. So it's definitely different. So like a startup, I would definitely, if you were gonna try something, try alone as much as possible, like shoestring budget everything. I have a good Mexican friend who's gonna open a little restaurant. And he's like, oh, there's a lot of people that want to spend money. I'm like, oh man, you don't want to have like 5 investors and at your little place, and then you're kind of working for free.
In reality, you want to have a team more than investors.
Exactly.
Investors, I mean, they are putting their money and they are expecting something.
Yeah, of course. You're putting money. It's an investment, right? And investors, they want an investment. They put their money in, and they're thinking eventually they're going to be taking money out, which is fair for sure.
It's definitely fair. It is what we have. What startups have to do to get.
For sure, yeah.
And that also makes it a lot more difficult to do a lot of decisions.
For sure, yeah. Like for us, for example, whenever we had to make a big decision, it's like, okay, let's have a meeting. Whereas when it's just by myself, I'll be like, oh, I'm going to start a new VIP program, and I just make it. I'm like, okay, it's done. Let's just do it, you know? Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Or we're going to do half-price wings on Wednesday. It's like you don't have to have a big meeting and discuss it and discuss costs. I'm I'm doing it. Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's pretty cool. But, yeah, no, my investor's a fantastic guy, and it was amazing, a good experience. So, yeah. Very good stuff, brother. Yeah.
Yeah. In that sense, it becomes more of a team.
Yeah, for sure.
An investor. That's why I think teams are more important than just money.
Oh my gosh, so much more. Yeah. And when you have a good team of people working with you, it's actually it's huge, because I've had it where my wife and I opened it ourselves in the beginning. I've had it where we did everything. And then I've had it where we hired people and we still did everything. And then I've had it where we delegated and the team kind of ran it into the ground almost. And then right now we have it where we got a good team right now, and it's nice. Like this weekend, for example, yesterday, they needed volunteers to take my daughter's public school class to the zoo, and I'm like, I'll go. This is great, So I'm there, and it's like me and all these housewife moms, and they're just staring. I'm like the only guy there, because it's just moms and stuff, and I'm just like, hey, in the zoo, zoo pictures, look at the elephants. It was great, man. So it was nice. It was nice to have that reward, man, for sure, brother.
Yeah, when you can manage your time, it's so much better.
It's great. I mean, I try to take my daughter to school and then go to the gym. I mean, at least 3, trying to be 5, but it's mostly 3 times a week. Try to, do stay in some kind of shape. Yeah. So it's good, right? And then, before the restaurants open, when my daughter's at school, I try to have my time and go to the gym and do stuff. Yeah, I would love if there was some jiu-jitsu classes or something in the morning, because that would be amazing.
I know.
But I mean, it's gonna be tough because it's only me, right? Yeah. It's probably only me that needs a jiu-jitsu class in the morning, right? Yeah. But when did you start? Well, let's grab this. Do you want to grab this last one? Okay. So this is a Korean style. So it's a little. You want to go for it? Yeah. So Korean style. This came about when I love Korean wings. Yeah. And one of my ex-staff, his family had a little Korean place. Mm-hmm. And then when he was working with me, I told him, I want to create my own little Korean wing sauce, and we came up with this. So we came up with the original recipe. I tweaked it a little bit, and then I came up with this. So, yeah, it's going pretty good. It's not bad. It's not bad, right? A little bit spicier, right? It's getting there.
Yeah, in general, I'm good with the spice.
Yeah. Round 2, yeah?
It's just that sometimes I get hiccups.
Okay. Oh, man, no worries, brother. We just, take your time. I mean, if it's, no worries.
But actually,
no pressure at all, yeah.
No. Actually, before I had one of my best friends in El Salvador. Mm-hmm. We went every weekend to this place called Buffalo Wings, which and he ordered the most spicy ones, and sometimes I tried with him.
That's the macho-ness, right?
Yeah. And I'm usually able to deal with it to a certain degree.
Okay, that's okay then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
El Salvador has a Buffalo Wings. That's a big franchise from the States, right? Like Buffalo Wild Wings or something?
No. Buffalo Wings. I think that one in specific started either on Honduras or Guatemala.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice. That's nice. I didn't know that. Because, there's a few in the States that are...
Yeah.
Like Buffalo Wild Wings and stuff like that, yeah. I've never tried them because where I come from in Canada, it's really small, and there's not even a McDonald's. Yeah. It's a small place, yeah. Sweet, man. I love that, yeah.
But that place was huge, and also it's still huge there.
Yeah, it's popular. Yeah, the chicken wings. Popular, in El Salvador. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually go with him whenever I return to El Salvador.
It's fun. You can go have a beer. Yeah. Speaking of that, I mean, I've got beer. If you like beer, I don't know.
No, I usually don't drink too much.
Okay. I got to offer, right?
Thanks.
No problem. Yeah, my pleasure. Or you can have as much horchata as you want. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah. So. The UFC Taiwan gym trainers, there seems to be a nice mix of people sort of from all over the world, right? So how's the atmosphere working with trainers from all over the world? I've had Bruno on before. Yeah, Bruno's a great guy. I love that guy. He's my daughter went in there and trained with him for a little bit. But hold on, let me pull up a picture here. Bam, there's Bruno in the front. Yeah. So I think this was a tournament, right?
Yeah, it was a competition, the WOTD.
Yeah. I know some
the
of the
MMA ones.
Yeah? And that was good?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah? Beautiful. I think there's another picture I wanted to show. Where's the team one? There it is. Yeah, hey, some of the guys, right? Yeah. So like Brazilians, right? Looks like people from all over the world, I think, right?
Well, most is Brazilians.
Mostly Brazilian?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some others.
Okay.
Homie was working a little while in there too.
He told me that. Yeah.
I brought him there, especially when I had to go back to my country.
Yeah.
I also brought another friend, Naoki, a Japanese guy.
Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Is he still there?
Yeah. Okay. He's working there.
How is it working with like all the Brazilians and the people from South America and stuff?
Great. I feel actually way easier.
It must be good, right?
Yeah.
Like a little bit of home, I think, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm also a bit of an introvert comparatively speaking to most people in my country.
Okay, really? Okay.
Probably I would still kind of be considered a bit of an extrovert here, but
okay.
It's
well,
just
here, hey man, before I came here and growing up, I was always super shy, right? And then I came here, I was 23 years old. I was by myself. I was coaching soccer. I was teaching a little bit of English. And it was good, making all right money, but here alone, like 23, 24 years old. And I was like, I got to do something. I can't just sit in my room. I can't, the shy thing where you're from your hometown and you kind of so comfortable. It's easy to be shy, right? But then you come here and it's like, it's another world. And I had to really push myself to get out of the shyness. And I think it's a good move, actually. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah.
It is
you get more opportunities, right?
It is one of the points of moving to another country.
Yeah, I think after I kind of stepped out and did more things like that, I feel a lot more opportunities, meet a lot of really cool people. Like, for example, again, I'm a big UFC and MMA fan. I watched some ONE FC as well, and I had Jenny on the show. I seen you had her on one of your videos as well. She's great, man. I'm such a fanboy of hers. Yeah, I was so nervous interviewing her.
There's two weird stories about that because I met her when she started, and I did help her train at the beginning.
Okay.
She had just her first fight. I went to the same gym for a while.
Okay.
And she went and talked to me would you be able to help me train and help me coach a bit?
Way back in the day?
Yeah, way back. That was about 6 years ago.
Okay. So you get to meet all the beautiful MMA women. That's not a bad gig at all.
Yeah, actually, I had
hey, lucky guy, yeah.
I started training her in just 1 week or 2 weeks after I started helping with her. She got the notice of the possibility of replacing someone for
short notice fight.
Notice beautiful. In ONE FC.
Okay, that's great.
That's how she got in.
That's how she got in. Okay,
because a fight was falling apart with I think it was a Russian girl.
Yeah.
And they needed a last-minute replacement.
Okay, cool.
And the boss was still kind of in the fight scene on ONE FC, and had the connection.
Okay. Yeah.
So she was in that predicament, and I don't. It seems like she doesn't really remember, but she asked me at that time, do you think it's a good idea to go to ONE FC?
Yeah.
At this point, because I don't have much time to prepare, and it's a last minute. I only have one fight, and it might be a little bit too soon.
Okay.
I do remember telling her that she has to take the opportunities when she can.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you never know when this opportunity might come again.
Yeah.
You might not get a good first impression.
Yeah.
But in the end, if you don't take it, you will never take it when it comes to bigger things.
I like that. Yeah, very nice, yeah.
And
she took it, obviously, right?
She took
and she won. I'm pretty sure she won
the
first 5 fights or so, right?
Yeah, that one, the first one, especially because it was short notice, it was really hard. She won by points. And
Okay.
And it was also a point deduction to the other because of an activity.
Okay.
It was a tough fight, but it was a 2 weeks prior notice.
2 weeks notice. I mean, there's one thing where you're just kind of like, you're training for fun and training to stay in shape and to get better. And then a fight camp has got to be a completely different thing, right? Yeah. I mean, I've never fought, but I mean, I watched enough fighting to see that, you know, when someone gets a full fight camp, like Masvidal, he'll have a full fight camp this time, right?
Yeah.
And I hope he can do better, man. I really like him a lot. Yeah, I mean, and he's Latino, right? So I always have that, you know, the Scarface. I'm a huge Scarface fan. I'm also a big fan.
You must love Jose Aldo.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I actually saw him fight. Check that poster out on the wall there. I actually saw Jose Aldo fight Jeremy Stevens in Calgary, man.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, it was a great one. That was when he had just he was on a skid. And then he hit Stevens with a liver punch, and then Stevens just kind of dropped.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing was, I sprung. So before I came to Taiwan, my brother-in-law, they always take care of, you know, the family.
Yeah.
I have an older sister and my older brother-in-law. They're super good. He's super good to my sister, and the family's really good. And so he also loves UFC. We love UFC. So he told me, you know, I can help you, blah, blah, blah. And he's always helped me my whole life. And I told him, one day I'm going to take you to a UFC, man. You know what I mean? And he's like, sure, no problem, man. Yeah, you know how it is when, you know, the younger guy's like, one day I'm going to do this for you, right? And I'm like, I'm going to take you to a UFC. Right. And he's like, sure, no problem. And then I think it was about 4 years ago, last time we went to Canada, they were living in Alberta, and I booked my sort of Canada home trip around that UFC card, right? So I took him to that UFC card. It was me, my brother-in-law, my brother, and my nephew. I bought 4 tickets. I'm like a long-time UFC Fight Pass, you know, holder. Yeah. And so I got like early bird seats, and I got floor seats, man. Like I spent a lot.
Oh, yeah,
I spent a lot.
Yeah, that must.
But it was kind of like, I think one ticket was like $250 or $280 or something like that. It's a lot, but it was kind of like I don't know when. Like UFC almost never comes to Asia, right? And when it goes to Canada, I'm never there. So I'm kind of like, we got to time it. Let's go. So I didn't tell them I got floor seats. So we went in, and I'm like, hey, show them the tickets. And then, you know, and he's just like, okay. And they're like, oh, no. We're like at the top. And they're like, no, go down there. And then the next guy's like, oh, let me see your tickets. He's like, oh. Down there, he's like, down there, down there, and then he's just looking at me. He's like, "Where are the seats?" I'm like, "I don't know. Show it to that guy, you know." And he's just like, and then right down to the floor. And then the guy's like, "You're right there." So I got the seats like on the ground. I mean, not at the very front, but like right on the ground floor, about 5 or 6, maybe 8 rows back. But like along the rail where you could see the fighters walking. Oh, it was amazing, man. I was like a kid, man. I was like such a kid. I was like. You know, and they're like, everybody's so mellow and they love UFC, but I was like fanboying out on like everybody. It was crazy. So after Aldo finished Jeremy Stevens, right? Yeah. He goes on the cage and he's crying because he's on a skid. I think he lost 2 in a row or 3 in a row, and then he beat Stevens. And then, you know, I'm there, like I run to the end. I'm taking pictures of him. He's like, I got great pictures of that. And then this one like tiny lady comes over and she like elbows me out of the way and she's like cheering for him, and I'm kind of like, the hell, what's going on here? So I'm just kind of, and then Aldo sees her, he gets off, he comes like right over to her, and it's his wife. So like I'm standing beside Jose Aldo's wife, and they just come over and they're just like crying, hugging each other, and I'm like, I'm taking pictures, like, and I'm just like, yes, Jose Aldo, yeah. So it was pretty cool, man. It was really cool, really good experience. Also, Eddie Alvarez, Dustin Poirier, and then Joanna and Tisha Torres. Those were the 3 main fights. But there was what's his name? Islam Makhachev was there, and Khabib was cornering him. So I got to see Khabib. Alistair Overeem was walking around. DC was there. Dana White was there, and I was just like,
and if you were in the floor,
on the floor, I got to see everybody. Man. It was amazing. Yeah, and sitting in front of us was BJ Penn. BJ Penn was just sitting there I'm like, holy shit, it's BJ Penn. So I went over and I took a picture with them. There was, and even like some of the guys are a little bit lesser known, like Lando Venato was there, and I was like, oh shit, took a picture with him. It was really awesome, man. I like my brother-in-law and my brother are just like kind of watching me fanboy out on like all these people. I'm like, hey man, I mean, I don't really watch that many movies. I don't watch much TV, but I watch UFC.
Yeah.
So I was taking my chance. It was awesome, man. It was really cool, man. It's an amazing experience, brother. Yeah.
I mean,
have you ever been out? Yeah. Have you ever been out to watch the live ones?
UFC, no. ONE FC, yes.
Okay, where?
Yeah,
here.
Yeah,
the one that was here.
That one.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I definitely have to go there and watch.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I actually was gonna go, and then I was like, oh, they're here. Okay, they'll come back, no problem, because I had something going on that day, and then they never came back, and I was like, no.
They were planning to. And
yeah.
There's another fun.
Okay, yeah, please.
I actually got to know a bit of that story.
Okay. Oh well, if you can share, that'd be awesome.
I'm not even sure if I can share it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're not, we can do an off-camera share. Yeah.
It's
up to you.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a good one to share.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really sure because again, I don't have any direct contact with them, but I don't know. If,
no, for sure. No, we don't want to get anybody into trouble. Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. Well, I don't know where the second round is. It's taking a little while here, but they should be done. Buana, where's round 2, man? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, talking about ONE FC.
Yeah. Okay, let's have it. Yeah.
So I remember I went with Jenny once to Japan.
Yes, Jenny.
For her for some jiu-jitsu tournament.
Okay.
And IBJJF at the Asia Open. And well, we didn't know at that time at all.
Yeah.
But she got 3rd place on her category, so she decided to go for the Opens.
Okay.
And then there was her opponent, who was also an MMA fighter.
Okay.
It was Zhang Wei Li.
Yes, she told me this story. Yeah. Tell me your version of the story. Yeah.
It was. I was there in the corner. I actually was there just to help her a bit, and not so much training, but because I know Japanese enough to.
Oh really? Oh wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay.
I do know decent Chinese and Japanese.
Okay, beautiful. Okay.
For going around, but we went there. I stayed with her for the 2 weeks, just helping her around.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, small world. She actually told me the story about going and ended up fighting Zhang Wei Li, and she said Zhang Wei Li is so strong.
Yeah,
she's like, yeah.
If I remember, she lost by points, but no.
Okay, really? Wow.
She didn't get submitted or anything.
Oh well, that's cool. Okay, she told me it was rough. Yeah,
it was.
She told me she lost for sure, but I didn't know that it was only points. Yeah, well, that's cool. So, second round is about to come out. So we're about halfway. So I want to, I'll throw a name out at you, and you tell me what you think. Yeah, it's gonna be MMA. It's gonna be UFC, of course, right? So I gotta always start with Conor McGregor, man.
Oh,
what do you think about? What's the first thing you think of Conor McGregor?
It's hard to tell because I'm not really too much of a fan, but Conor, I appreciate like how he brought it so much to the world. Like when Ronda Rousey and Conor McGregor were all uprising stars, it became such a boom for UFC
Ronda
and
was
MMA.
massive, yeah.
And thanks to that, I think that there was more people watching, so there's more opportunity for
other fighters.
Every fighter.
More eyes, right? Conor brings the eyes. Ronda Rousey brings the eyes, right? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
you know, when Conor fights, like, we show all the fights, and it's pretty much full all the time. But when Conor fights, everybody wants to watch it. Like, you have Taiwanese people bringing in their families, like, Taiwanese grandmas will be like, hey, you still have any seats open for the Conor fight? And I'm like, what? And we're like, who's he fighting? And they're like, I don't know, Conor's fighting. We want to go watch Conor. Everybody wants to see Conor. When I had, when it was Conor Mayweather, I had 2 restaurants, and both were just like slam packed. It was crazy.
I know. Umi tried to get me here.
Did he really? Oh my gosh!
Time.
Okay.
But they were passing it also at UFC Gym. So
okay, that's easy for you.
And they had a reserved my place and everything.
That's fantastic. So you've been there a while then, yeah. How long has it been there?
from the start.
Okay. Oh, really? So how long has it been then?
Almost 4 years.
Beautiful. I love it. What about, we got to ask about Jorge Masvidal, man. What do you think?
Masvidal. Oh, that guy. I love his racing, like how he was from an unknown. Yeah, like he has been in the sport for so long.
Yes.
But nobody knew him so much.
Only the hardcores.
Until Ben Askren.
Yes, Ben Askren, who just got knocked out last week, right? Which was a surprise. I was like, oh my. I mean, it was not really, but I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
And he should know enough. I mean, he's training his whole life against people who can box.
Right? Yeah. So that was I mean, Jake Paul was a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But still, Ben Askren is like, like it's crazy. So I was kind of surprised. A little bit disappointed. Surprised for sure. But he made half a million, I think.
1 million.
1 million. So he made $1 million, right?
Yeah.
So can't feel too bad for him, right?
Of course.
I'll get knocked out for $1 million. Let's go. Yeah.
Not only that, he was already retired and everything. So that $1 million was like an extra million
it's
for
gravy.
Nothing.
It's a gravy million. Yeah. He said it was his biggest payday. So of course.
Beautiful. Imagine having your biggest payday for one fight.
Like a one round. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah. And then it's just like on Twitter. Sorry, done. All right, I got $1 million right here. Cool $1 million. Right on, brother.
Like there was no real stakes in there.
Yeah,
for him.
I mean, even if he won.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, man. Even if he won, it's going to be like the, it's nothing. So now it's kind of, it's not cool, but you get to see, okay, who's Jake Paul going to fight next? I mean, I see him call out Nate Diaz. Ooh, that's a tough fight for him, man. What do you think?
Ooh,
Nate,
yeah.
I'd love to see Nate Diaz, because I love Nate Diaz too. Right? Yeah.
I mean, and I could totally see that because that means a lot of money for Nate.
Yeah, I love Nate. I think it might be a good one for Nate. I think that's a tough fight for Jake Paul, man. I think he's gonna. The hype train's over.
Yeah, because Nate, he's really good at boxing.
He's a great boxer, right? Yeah, and he takes a beating, right?
Yeah.
Takes a huge beating. Yeah. What about Kamaru Usman? Who's
Usman.
fighting this weekend, man?
So, I do like him, but I don't watch him that much. I mean, I love the fight against Tyron Woodley. Okay. That was a masterclass for wrestling.
I think he does that to almost everyone, man, which is crazy. He does it to almost everyone except for Colby Covington. And that was a great fight. Their stand-up was good. Yeah, I actually wasn't a huge fan, and then he's grown on me, and now I like him. I think he's good. Yeah. John Jones.
Okay, so John Jones, I have been a fan for quite a while.
Yeah, okay.
I do hate his antics outside of, but I mean, I suppose that would be for anyone. But I mean, he's a dude, so of course, some of the things should not be forgiven at all. But
yeah, of course. Yeah,
at the end, we all make a lot of mistakes.
Sure
there's a lot of pressure. Like, how many people are all
he was
over
so
him
young.
all the time?
Yeah, for sure. Did you see that video where somebody was like trying to steal a car? And then like it's in Jacksonville, Florida or something. They're like stealing a car that's like on this camera. Someone's breaking into a car, and all of a sudden the guy looks up and then he just runs. And then 2 seconds later, he's John Jones with a shotgun chasing him. It's like, oh my god!
No, I haven't seen that video.
It's crazy, man. It's John Jones. I love John Jones. What about Francis Ngannou, man?
Well, that KO power.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah. What do you think about John Jones and Francis Ngannou at heavyweight?
Well, it's hard to tell.
It's hard for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But you're obviously involved, and I'm just a fan, so I'm curious what.
I mean, I'm also just a fan when it comes to like at that point UFC.
Okay. Yeah.
But
what do you think happens?
I would say John Jones because nobody has figured him out that well.
True. Yeah.
But again, one mistake and that's it.
And it's over.
That's all that. That's
all you need, right? Yeah. That guy's a killer.
And Francis Ngannou can capitalize that way better than
Just one shot, one hitter quitter, right? Okay.
But John Jones is well known for being able to shut down all those shots.
Yes, for sure. I love John Jones. What about this style bender, Israel Adesanya?
Oh, Adesanya.
Yeah, Adesanya. What do you think of him?
I mean, I have seen how he went from kickboxing to MMA. And,
okay, yeah.
How well... because it's not that easy, especially because the difference in gloves and the difference in style.
Sure, of course, yeah.
It's not easy for a lot of the fighters to transition from one to another.
Okay.
The gloves make it, because almost everyone
Different
will
size,
be,
right?
yeah. Not only of course the size, but also blocking with them. You can't use so much your hands to defend as compared to kickboxing, where you're asked to put your hands all the time.
Okay.
Because those little gloves won't cover anything.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful.
So, that's why a lot of kickboxer and Muay Thai fighters that are really, really good, when they move to MMA, they can get knocked out. Not that difficult.
Yeah.
Because,
Gokhan Saki. Okay. Beautiful. All right, let's do a couple of women. Zhang Weili.
Oh, Zhang Weili.
Yeah.
Well, there was that story. And,
yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing until way, way later.
That's amazing, right? Zhang Weili. She's it's going to be a good fight. I'd actually think she wins and Valentina wins, maybe a little super fight in there. That'd be a killer.
There might be. I could see that.
That looks like a good one, man. UFC is all about super fights right now. Right?
I mean, whatever has enough pay-per-views.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you got to make that pay-per-view money, right? One more, Amanda Nunes.
Amanda Nunes, the Lioness.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a monster. I went that one against Chris Cyborg.
Oh, I thought Cyborg was going to win that for sure.
Yeah, me too.
I never bet, and I'm like, I'm going to put money on Cyborg because I didn't, but I'm like, because Cyborg is unbeatable, right?
Yeah, we had that stigma with Cyborg, and she proved everyone completely wrong really fast.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
And it's also kind of sad because that was kind of her downfall.
It was, yeah. And then that one of her, the guys who was following her, like her camera guys, they doctored a little video, and then I don't know if you saw that. There was like a doctored video where Dana was kind of whispering to Cyborg, but they put subtitles of like something totally not what he said, and it was like, ugh. That's rough. That's rough, man. Yeah.
She had a lot of hate from a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, that's a bummer when that's a bummer. I mean,
and she's someone who was putting it out for the sport for
a long time, man. A long time. Yeah.
Beginning.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, that's it, man. That's all I got for the rapid fire. Beautiful. So let's grab one of these. So this one is made from jalapenos.
Okay.
So it's gonna be one. These are the last three, but this one's kind of this is spicier, and this one's more, and then this one's less. This one's we'll start. Yeah.
Sure.
Go for it. Yeah, you want go for it. We can stop at any time as well, so no worries there, brother. This one's jalapeno.
It's good.
It's not too spicy, right? I don't
think. It's not that spicy. When you said jalapeno, it's like probably this will be one of the spiciest. But the Korean one actually had like a little more punch.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. The Korean one at the end had more this time, yeah. Because they're all homemade, so they kind of go up and down. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, this one didn't taste spicy at all today. Great. So after all of this stuff, all the stories, what inspired you to start a YouTube channel?
I mean, social media in general. I didn't thought of starting with social media until I started with UFC Gym.
Okay.
Everything with video I started after I got into UFC Gym.
Really? What about photography and stuff? You were into that before or no? Really?
Nothing.
Okay. Because I think, check this out, I found like an old picture of you, I think, right? No?
That was when I returned to El Salvador after my first time in the UFC.
Okay, wow, okay, beautiful, okay. That's cool, I like that. That was a cool picture.
Yeah.
I love it. I love with the Lumix.
Yeah, that was my the first, not DSLR because it's a mirrorless camera.
Okay, mirrorless, okay.
That I got in Taiwan.
Okay, okay, cool.
It was a GH4, and it was perfect for what I needed.
Yeah, beautiful. So you started your video, sort of your YouTube channel after being a part of the UFC, yeah? UFC Gym, okay.
And way after, because first I didn't have like an Facebook page or an Instagram page.
Yeah.
But I saw every other coach like posting on Instagram and posting on Facebook, and I was I want to do that. But if I want to do that, I want to really put an effort into that too.
Yeah, and do it your way, right?
Yeah.
And add a channel and add videos. Yeah, so the videos are great, man. I seen a lot of your videos, and I was checking them out earlier, and it's pretty cool. I think it helps a lot of people also with quarantine.
Yeah.
And like the lockdowns and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
Those two, the first two that I was like posting for that.
Yeah.
Those were the ones who exploded.
Yeah, really? Okay.
Like in this last month.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Some country got locked down again or something, and then they found it.
No, it was someone found it and put it in a playlist and shared it, and from there it just
really. Oh, that's cool.
Like then another person, because I can see who puts like my videos in playlists.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
the
cool.
studio creator, if you search a little bit,
really?
Oh
shit! I don't even know how to do that. That's awesome. I'm learning something too.
So, yeah, I noticed that, and from there, like a lot more people were looking. Then there were a few comments, and
comments are the best, right? When you get a comment, you're like, "Wow, this is awesome!" Yeah, I love it.
And
so I always try to comment on a video that.
Yeah.
That I actually, that's how I actually started chatting with you. Right? I think I commented on a video, right? It's really cool, brother. How's that? It's okay. You all right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm still okay.
We'll get a fill up on that or chat that here in a minute. Yeah. So, how are Taiwanese people reacting to like the MMA classes and the Muay Thai classes and the BJJ classes? Or
of course, it depends on the person,
okay.
And it depends on their what they're looking for.
Okay. So what do you think most are looking for? The average sort of.
The average person just looks for getting a good workout.
Okay.
And learning something new.
Okay.
But it's always more about the workout than
actual like the form and stuff. Okay.
I do try to be a little bit more technical in my classes because I see that every other coaches are going more on the
like aerobics, boxing type deal. Okay.
It's not aerobics,
I mean,
but
you know what I mean, like what Taebo.
But more on cardio than teaching the technique.
Okay.
Like
cool.
They might teach combinations and everything.
Okay.
But they don't stop to really explain what compromise each one of the techniques because it would take too long time. And
that's like you were saying about the kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if it's similar when you got like 30 people, it's hard to. Okay, that makes sense. Beautiful.
So of course they are always teaching the combinations and so the technique. It's just that they don't really go into that much. I could say detail, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, they are not focusing on the technique, but on making it a workout. Of course, in the later classes, they focus more on technique.
Okay.
But because of that, I think to differentiate a little bit myself, I do a little bit more on technique side.
Okay,
that's cool. On some parts and give that to the people who want not to learn the technique while having like all the live drill.
Understand? Yeah. Okay. Do you ever have a situation where you're doing a class and you have like one person or two people that are just like standouts that you're like, oh my gosh, you should go to an advanced class or something like that? Do you ever have a situation where you see some like natural?
Yes, I have seen.
Yeah.
But I tell them like they could join if they ever want to, but I always think that it's better for them to try it themselves. Like they decide, and I will completely let anyone like if there's a new guy and they want to try the technique class, I do tell them like, if you want to do this, this is what you have to expect. And if you get too confused, well, sorry for that, but I still have to teach the rest of the class.
Sure. Okay.
But for most of the time, everyone already gets more or less where they want to go. And there's some people from the conditioning class that I try to bring a little bit more into technique class, especially the ones that have been a little bit longer.
Okay.
But it always depends on them. It's always about their time. it's what they want, and it's a gym to give people what they want.
Of course, yeah. Because then people are happy. Yeah. They tell their friends. They keep coming back, right? Yeah. No, it's not. I went to check it out. It's a super nice gym, man. Yeah. For me, I'm usually stuck in this area, but I gone out a few times to check them out. They're pretty nice. It's pretty amazing gym. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have never thought of those kind of facilities.
Yeah, it's like the top facilities. Like some of the top facilities out there, and there's like. There's a couple of nice gyms around, but UFC gym is looking fantastic, man. Yeah.
Like, it has everything for normal workout.
That was pretty cool.
There's a heavy bag area. There's enough pads. There's the cage area. There's a jiu-jitsu area, and everything's so well it's
organized,
divided.
Right?
Yeah. So it's also, but that took a long time because I have been there from the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. There were a lot of.
Yeah, of course, something's new, right? Yeah. So 4 years. Okay, beautiful. Wow. So what's the long-term plan for you? What's your goal? Yeah?
My long-term plan, it changed a lot because of.
Okay, because of UFC gym. It's been good to you, right?
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
But I mean, I was already planning to leave Taiwan before COVID.
Oh,
and
really?
I was already talking. I was talking with the bosses and everything.
Okay.
And everything was good. I was planning to go to Germany. Because they had offered me also a job as a coach there.
Okay, nice.
Berlin.
Okay. So you want to kind of travel like Ryu, traveling the world, learning some stuff, doing some fighting. That's pretty awesome, man. Yeah.
And I would also use that opportunity to do my master's.
Okay, beautiful.
So I had already gone there.
I forgot you're a smart guy. I forgot, like the family is smart scholar guys. Okay, cool. That's very cool, man. Yeah. Nice. But of course, COVID changed everyone's plans, right? Yes. Everyone's plans,
I was planning to do my master's in sports and events management, so that I could actually combine two
your
things,
passions and stuff, right? Okay. That sounds great. Yeah. What about? BJJ? Did you start learning that here, or did you learn that back home?
In my country.
Back in the country, you started learning. Okay. So check this. I seen you right here, right? These are some of the other coaches, I believe, right? Yeah.
Terere and Mario.
Mario, okay.
Yeah, for a long time I usually roll with all of them.
Okay.
It is awful in itself because I'm always getting smashed and everything, but I always learn. I always like that little bit of that grind.
I saw you got this as well.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That was
a while ago. Okay. That's really cool. That's a cool picture. Can we get 2 more horchatas? Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, no, I think, I love it. I think BJ. What do you think is a good one to start? Like, say you have a kid, like my daughter, for example.
It depends on what you want. Well, first, what they want.
Okay.
And
like
second,
she goes to BJJ and loves it. But what do you think? Yeah.
I think BJJ is perfect.
It's good for kids. Yeah.
Because with BJJ you can avoid any. With the thing about boxing and Muay Thai, you can't really teach them too much.
Yeah.
Because of
you don't want them to get punched. And kicked, right?
Getting punched, or you don't want to punch the kids at all, or receiving, and you can't really learn too much
without getting hit, right? Okay.
And that's the thing. If they will learn like something, but in the end, for them to really learn Muay Thai, they'll have to learn how to receive the punches and kicks, and that usually it's better at a teenager stage.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Again, I do try to teach them, and I use the pads and everything, and I do some reaction drills, so they get the cognition of their motor skills to get the defense and offense.
Okay.
But in the end, it's not that real pressure. And they can still get that real pressure in BJJ without that fear.
Yeah, there are like kids BJJ tournaments and stuff like that, right? Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I think there's one coming up soon. Yeah.
Most likely. There's
always something coming up, right? Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, so BJJ is good. Yeah.
That's a great thing because that was not the case way before in Taiwan.
Yeah.
When I came to Taiwan, and I was always looking for whatever I could get out.
Yeah.
And you almost got nothing. Like there were like about 2 or 3 gyms that were
doing
something.
Had something, right? Okay, yeah.
The rest were just like on the street kind of Sanda gyms that were
like underground stuff.
Yeah, and a lot of them had to shut down afterwards.
That's yeah. Well, I think right now UFC Gym is. I mean, there's two or three, right? There's
two.
It's beautiful, right? It's doing well. I think Dynasty's another nice gym, right?
Yeah,
Dynasty
with
Royal.
I have.
Pretty nice, man. It's pretty nice. Actually, some of the UFC guys they fought. Some of the UFC gym guys they fought. Dynasty, they won that tournament, right? Yes. Yeah. Pro FC, right? Michael won it, right?
Yeah,
Michael won it. Yeah.
And Rafael
was there, and so it was actually. I went to watch, and oh man, it was really, the atmosphere was good. It was super fun. I enjoyed that. There's a couple of nice gyms popping up.
It's definitely growing.
Yeah, I think it's cool, and I think it's good because my daughter's 9. She loves BJJ, and like we actually tried her in Taekwondo before here when she was little. It was okay, but it was kind of like. Like the discipline part that you get from martial arts, it was really missing from this one school, and it was kind of like it bummed me out, because you go in and you want to have that discipline, and like the sensei guy, he's got all his belts on the wall, and it's really cool. And then I think it was her second day. The kids run over, they rip all the belts off the wall. They're like whipping each other with the belts, and I'm like looking around like, holy crap, they're gonna get shit. And the sensei guy's like, it's okay, they're fine. And I'm like, what? No one's gonna say anything, and I'm like furious, and I'm the only one. No one else cared. I was like, what? So I was like, So I mean, there was many little things like that. So eventually, we're like, we started to look for something else, and then now there's kids BJJ classes. Like Matt actually teaches, right? Yeah, like Matt. So she goes with Matt and David Way, right? She goes with them. There's also another one down the street here with a guy called Antoine Ferris. He's a Belgian guy. He's also great.
I think I had heard about him.
Yeah. So she goes there. It's fun. It's good, and it's nice because I also go, and then we can practice a little bit, and it's good. Like sometimes when she's gonna practice something, and then she's kind of getting her ass kicked a little bit. She comes and drinks some water, and I'll like bribe her. Like she plays that video game, and there's like an in-game currency, and I'm like, I'll give you Robux if you can catch this guy, and if you can choke this guy out, you can have it, right? And then you could just see her face like
going all the way out,
really, really hard. And then she gets it, and everyone's like, "Whoa, this is great!" And then she's like, "You owe me Robux," I'm like, "Yeah, all right, no problem." It's like that's great.
With that attitude, of course.
Let's do it. No problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a dream of if I ever have a kid
for sure
or
you
something.
Will. Yeah.
That kind of attitude where they just go at it.
Oh my gosh, about a week ago she was doing it, and she was rolling with a bigger kid who's more experienced, and so she was she's getting her butt kicked again, and then on the last roll that they did, she kind of caught his back, and then she had a rear naked choke on him, right? But he kind of, for some reason, his gi was stuck to his face
on top
because it's kids, right? And it's just like, and so she couldn't get it, but she was just like, her face was just like like she was like,
choke.
Like it was crazy. It was really cool to see this little girl just like going
all
like
out.
Full out to choke this kid out. It was pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome, dude. Yeah. Let's grab the next one, man. Yeah, you good? How you feeling? You all right? Yeah.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. All right. Yeah. So this one should be a little spicier. This one is made with like the little Thai chili peppers, the bird's eye.
It's real tasty.
Thank you.
Although I'm not really, for myself, I don't consider myself really good with spices.
Okay.
I do appreciate good spices when they have like an extra flavor, extra kick.
We should, I mean, I think it should taste good if we're gonna eat it, right? Yeah.
Because there's a lot of food that it's only spicy for being spicy.
I've had a lot of that stuff. People are like, try this, and you try it, and you're like, yeah, it's spicy. It's just like eating a chili pepper raw or something. It's not.
it fits a purpose. Like spices
should be
are
good.
to enhance the flavor.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Actually, this one doesn't taste so spicy today. We're lucking out on the mildness. Everything's kind of taking a little dip there, yeah? So you've been fighting, right, and coaching for a long time. Which one do you prefer, or what kind of a mindset do you bring to when you're fighting or when you're coaching?
It's a different mindset.
Yeah.
But for a few issues, I can't really fight much right now.
Okay.
There's some few medical issues.
Okay. But I mean, coming up, you fought, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I definitely love fighting, and it's just a different feeling, especially once you're inside.
Oh, I've never had to do it, but I want. It's like a bucket list thing. I would like to try it out sometime.
Again,
it'd be good. That'd be good to try. Yeah.
I think the most important with it, of course, you have to have the basis right.
Yeah, of course. You just go in there and that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, the most important is like showing yourself out there.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I mean, it's kind of like a bucket list thing that I've wanted to do. Go in and try a fight. But yeah, I mean, I got to get a little bit back into shape. I mean, for two reasons: for the cardio. And for if I go in with my weight now, it'll be, I'll be fighting big boys.
Yeah.
There's some huge guys, man, yeah.
Yeah, weight classes makes way
huge,
more
yeah, for sure,
difference than what anyone would think. Like
I would imagine. Well, Adesanya moved up to fight Jan Blachowicz, who's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I actually thought Adesanya's amazing. He's going to win that, but he lost, right? It's crazy. That's why I was like, oh my gosh. If Jones moves up to heavyweight, I'm curious how it would go. Yeah, you can never tell, right? It just takes one. I actually thought most of Francis's fights would be a little closer, but he just needs one, even with Stipe, right? I was like, 50-50, but he just crushed Stipe. Yeah. How is it? Spicier? Yeah? Got a little bit of aftertaste, or it's okay? Not too bad?
Right now, it's still okay.
Good.
But yeah, I'm a bit scared of the last one.
That's all right, no problem. I mean, hey, they've all been pretty chill today, which is, yeah, sometimes they go up and down, you know?
Yeah. We know.
So do you ever have do you ever have it when somebody comes to one of your classes and they're coming for rolling or they come for sparring or something, and then they get like really aggressive?
Yeah. I love
Yeah. So what kind of a reaction is that? Like, let's say it's always like memes everywhere where it's like a white belt who comes in and he goes kind of like crazy and stuff like that. So what's kind of the reaction when something like that happens? Like, what can you do?
Well, it depends. Depends on the students that are there.
Okay.
If you have the equipment to get in.
Okay. What would be the ideal situation?
The ideal situation would be that there is a more advanced student.
Okay.
That that can control and deal with those kind of situation.
Okay. And then you just
So because
just feed him to that guy.
if the coach is doing that, it becomes a little bit more like a bullying thing. But
that makes sense. Okay.
It is still an important thing, and it's kind of still kind of the job of the coach.
Yeah. But you don't want as a coach to smash the new guy type deal, right? Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So ideal situation, you got a student who can handle this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an ideal situation, but it depends.
It depends. Okay. Does it happen often?
As of lately, no. At the beginning, yes.
At the beginning, okay. No, that's cool. I love it. Yeah. So you doing it 7 days a week right now, kind of?
Right now, kind of, yeah.
Kind of, yeah. No days off. No rest for the wicked.
Yesterday was my first day off in like about 2 months.
Really? Yeah. Oh wow. What'd you do? Sleep?
No, there were other issues, so I still had to go to the gym.
Okay. Oh shoot. Okay.
But overall, afterwards I just continue editing some videos and.
Okay. Cool. So, what's your plan now in Taiwan? I mean, right now COVID is, I don't know if it's over, but it's kind of people are kind of getting vaccinated, and I think it's slowly going away. Slowly, hopefully, it goes away permanently, right?
Hopefully.
So, what is your idea? You want to go back to the original plan of traveling? Go back home to El Salvador and do your open your gym, or what's the plan?
That's still the long term.
That's the long term plan, yeah.
That hasn't changed as far as my family's there. If my family moves out, I'll probably go wherever my family goes.
Okay. So right now, let's just say COVID's over, everyone's vaccinated, borders are open. What's the next step for you?
I would stay here for a little while longer.
Okay.
Because a lot of the things that were already planned and already done, they are not sure things anymore.
Okay. Yeah. That's true. Could you do like your master's thing from here? Is that an option, or you're not?
It is an option.
Yeah.
But the thing about doing that is it will facilitate a lot of the paperwork and everything whenever I need to. So using that as an extra leverage was like the main thing.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
To enter.
Yeah.
Because by work it's a little bit more complicated.
Okay.
But if you do it by university first and then get a job, it's way easier in terms of paperwork.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so, a lot of countries is like that.
I don't know. I came here I was teaching English. I came here so long ago. I remember changing from one school to another, and this was way back in the day, and it was crazy, man. Like when they hold your ARC at certain schools, they're like, "We own you." Basically, it's pretty crazy. It was a pretty crappy situation for many times. I remember I worked at a school for a couple years, and then I changed to another school. Then no problem, you transfer the ARC, and then this school I worked there for a year, and it was pretty crappy. Like it was not a great place to be. So I finished it up, and I said, okay, I'm not going to resign. I'm going to change to another school. And they're like, no, you can't. And I'm like, well, I'm going to do that. So I'm done my thing, And they blacklisted me. So when I actually got my paperwork for the ARC for the next school, they're like, well, this previous school said you're really bad with kids and you're blah, blah, blah. And they wrote all this really bad shit about you, man. And I was like, really? And I'm like, that's crazy to give... like some sour manager like that kind of power over somebody. That's pretty crazy, man. So from then I went to get a student visa, and at that time it was for Chinese, and they were really cracking down because at that time, I don't know about now, but way back in the day, people would come here and just illegally teach English, and they would just have a student visa. Where you just didn't. You just didn't even go. You just pay. Is it still? I mean,
it still happens.
At one point, they really cracked down on that. So you had to like go in and I don't know, prove that you were there every day. And so I figured if I'm going to go, I'm going to learn a little bit. So I went and learned, and it was actually turned out to be pretty good. I enjoyed it. So I did that, and I changed jobs, and it was crazy though. But I remember this lady, the one who actually blacklisted me. She told me, she's like, actually, we can get you. I can fix it all if you want. I'm like, okay, cool, that sounds great. And I said, what do you want me to do? And she's just said, well, I'm a single mom. And she was, it was a crazy situation. She's like, well, I'm a single mom. Husband left me a while ago. And I was like, what? I'm like, what? Are you serious? And she's just like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. I can't even believe you said that to me. That's crazy. So, so
actually, that could happen anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. But it was just like, okay, it was a pretty.
It's not something you expect to happen to you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It was a bit of a shock, but I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I guess I'm taking a visa run, So I went to Hong Kong, and then so I guess the rejection part, she probably didn't like that either. So it was crazy because yesterday when I went to the zoo with my daughter, I actually saw a bunch of kids with that school uniform. I was like, oh my God, that was probably like 16 years ago or something, like. And I saw the kids with that uniform. I'm like, oh my God, that school's still around. That's crazy. So I saw that, and it was pretty crazy situation. Yeah. And the big red flag for that school was when I got the job and I got the ARC and all that stuff. They're like, okay, cool. So give me your passport. And I'm like, what? Oh. They're like, yeah, give me your passport. So all of our foreign teachers, we keep their passports here in a desk. And I'm like, I'm not giving you my passport. No. That's so crazy, right? They're like, yeah, give me your...
Oh, no, that reminds me of another story.
That's so bad. They're like, give me your passport. And I'm like, no. It's like, no, you have to. I'm like, I'm not giving you my passport. That's crazy. But that's nuts, man. Tell me yours. Tell me your story, bro.
Yeah. So there was one time that there was a Thai trainer coming to Taiwan way before when I was still in university. And
okay.
None of the big gyms were like bringing.
Okay.
And it was one of the ones from the gym I usually go in Thailand.
Okay.
Came here.
Okay.
And yeah, I went there and I trained there for a while, but it felt like really weird, like the whole situation.
Yeah.
So they were exchanging with the gym that it was someone who. There was an intermediary with someone from Singapore, another Taiwanese who's teaching in Singapore.
Okay.
Also Muay Thai.
Okay.
And through them, they had contact the gym in Thailand.
Sure. Okay.
And there was this point that he wrote something in Facebook.
Okay.
And then they decided to take his passport and and didn't tell anything about it. To the people in Thailand, and
just took it.
Yeah,
because it's illegal. You can't just take someone's passport, right?
Yeah,
okay.
No, and it became such a big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a politician.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. It is a big deal to take someone's passport. Yeah, but back in the day, a lot of schools were just like, "Give me your passport," and a lot of the foreigners were just like, "Okay." Well, that's how it works here. I was like, hell no, don't give your passport away. That's crazy. You can't.
Yeah, no.
That's the dumbest thing you can do. Yeah, they're like, well, because I said, why? And they said, well, because all of our last foreign teachers, they all just run away at the nighttime and they just leave. They go to the airport at midnight and leave. And I'm like, well,
that's a big red flag.
And I'm just like, okay. So why would they do that? I mean, and they're just like, well, because they're bad. And I'm like, no. What? I'm like, do you think that somebody flew from another country, other side of the world, to come here and teach just so that they can run away because they're bad? Of course not. That's crazy. No. It's so shady, man. Yeah. I was pretty surprised to see that school is still in action, man. At the Taipei Zoo yesterday, I saw these kids. I was like, oh no. It's like a nightmare. Back in action, yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
Got another comment from Dave. Sorry, brother, I didn't even check that out. So there we go. You got to show me those fighter pics from your visit to that UFC event. Oh, for sure. Dave, are you coming out to the fights this weekend? Are you watching fights this weekend?
No, I usually have to work around that time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I can't really.
That's why you're not following.
Watch, yeah.
Because it's Sunday lunchtime, right? Yeah. Oh, man.
By that time I'm in the MRT because my class is at 1:30.
Oh,
and it's in Nehu, and I live in Daan.
Oh, that's crazy, man. That's tough. Yeah. No, it's funny because we've been showing all the fights since John Jones, Lyoto Machida. Like, I've been showing the fights since then, and it's just like nobody. There's so many that I remember where I pay pay-per-view and pay for all this stuff. And no one came, and it's just like, ooh. But now it's paid off a little bit because now it gets full. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. But I remember who was it? It was Max Holloway and Anthony Pettis, and it was like we paid and all these reservations, and nobody came. So I just kind of sat down by myself, watching one TV. I had like the sound on, and then all these people came for for lunch, and they're like, can we change the channel? And I'm like, I paid for the pay-per-view, but I'm like, it's just me, and it's actually paying customers. I was like, so bad, man. Yeah, but now it's good. It's paid off. The long run's been good. It's been good for sure.
Yeah, it's where you can actually put a little bit of the passion on your.
For sure. I think, and also I made like a little. Not a secret, but like a Facebook group called Eddy's Fight Club, and all the it just happens where like one person comes and one person comes and one person comes, and I'm like, you know what? Just join this club,
Yeah.
And then like I'll show you like when I come in, I'll set up the prelims at like 7. Like everyone's still sleeping, but I'll get a coffee and I'll just like set up all the TVs and the sound, and then I'll have like a breakfast and I'll watch the prelims by myself before it gets crazy. And it's actually one of my favorite times of the month, man, because it's just like prelims, me by myself, and then slowly, you know, the hardcore start trickling in for the prelims, and then by the main, it's crazy. Yeah.
It actually reminded me because there was a time I was working in Shinchu.
Okay.
Also with UFC Gym.
Okay.
There was this restaurant who was doing the same, but nobody
there. Oh, it's so crazy.
I was the only person who came at the time
to watch UFC.
They get me coffee and everything, and I paid a little bit extra now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and that one was which one was it? And it was a big one. It was the BMF, Jorge Masvidal.
Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz, man. Yeah, BMF. And The Rock was putting the belt on him. And that's a huge fight. Yeah,
that was
that's
huge
crazy.
Fight.
In Shinju, do you remember the restaurant's name?
Bistro.
Is it like Ruben Bistro?
Yeah.
That's one of my buddies' restaurants, man. Shout out to Francis, man. That's a
really good food there.
Yeah, really good food. Yeah, that guy's like a cordon bleu super chef. He's a really good friend of mine, and I'm always telling him, sell the UFCs, do the UFCs, do the UFCs. Yeah, just do the UFCs, do UFCs. And it's crazy because he's like, yeah, the UFCs are packed. I'm like, yeah, they're fucking packed. And whoops, sorry, brother. I'll buy you a beer next time. Yeah. Got another one from Dave.
It is something that you have to build on. It's like a little bit of a cult.
A little bit, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like I'll show one FCs, and it's tougher unless old UFC guys went to one FC. But I mean, even like Mighty Mouse just lost.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Surprising.
That was surprising, but I don't know what is it? The knee to the downed opponent, different rules set. It was kind of like crazy, right?
Yeah, but again,
but he knew about it.
And he actually liked that rule.
Yeah, he's the one that's like, hey, we should have this, and then it's just like,
and he got knocked out by that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, Dave, we got one more from Dave. The single mom story is hilarious. Yes. Yes, it is hilarious. Not at the time, but it's hilarious now. Hashtag me too. You know.
Relatable. Hashtag relatable.
Yeah, I got it now. So I understand the hashtag for sure. Yeah. Right on, brother. Let's grab the last wing. Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think? How you doing? You good, or you want to call it? It's all good. You gonna pass? It's all good.
Call it. Yeah, I'll call it.
All good, brother. So before we kind of wrap it up, do you have any kind of like advice for someone from your country or someone anywhere in the world that wants to be in a position like you've seems to have been like doing well, like right place, right time. You're meeting all these amazing people, and you're like, for a young guy, you've done so much. So for someone who's like looking at you thinking, hey, I kind of want to do that, maybe you have some advice for them.
Well, it's about taking as many opportunities as you can. In the end, good opportunities might just come every now and then.
Okay.
I had a lot of bad opportunities where things were really dodgy. I was losing things. Not everything works out well all the time.
Okay.
But if you don't put it yourself out there, when something good happens, you won't be able to take it.
Okay.
So you'll have to pass through some hardship. It's not going to be easy. But if you don't put yourself, you're not getting anywhere either way. So, just do it for yourself. Do it for the things you love.
Okay.
Like I do it because I love martial arts. I love all the things I do.
Yeah.
I was always interested in language. I was always interested in traveling.
Okay.
And I had to like save some, do some savings. A really bad situation.
Of course,
I was eating minimum 150 NT per day.
Yes,
for
I love
about like 4 or 5 months to get my first trip to Thailand.
Okay. Wow. Okay. No, that's great. Yeah.
That was with a scholarship, so I didn't ask any money from my parents.
Okay.
It was just living from the scholarship and trying to save little by little as much as I could for my first trip, and because of that first trip,
I think it's sweeter as well when you do it yourself instead of calling home and saying, hey, give me some money. Yeah, I think that's fantastic, man.
Right.
So you would say kind of something like maybe step out of the comfort zone and just put yourself out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's good advice, man. Beautiful. I love it. Thank you for coming out, man.
No, thanks for having me.
Thank you guys for watching. In the description, I put a link to Eduardo Lindo's channel. If you guys want to learn some martial arts techniques, some Muay Thai, all that good stuff, don't forget to subscribe to his channel. And what else? Anything else you want to say, my man?
Yeah, leave a like on this video and share it with
check it
people
out.
who actually want it. Subscribe.
Please do.
It really helps a lot. I have been doing a little bit of YouTube, and this makes the whole difference.
That's right. Yeah. Actually, if you give a thumbs up, if you comment, if you subscribe, that actually shows YouTube that it's good content.
Yeah.
And that they'll show it to more people. Yeah. So if you like the channel, please do that.
Please do.
And also check out his channel. Check out UFC Gym Taiwan if you want to go and train with Eddy Lindo here. That's the man right there. All right. Thank you one more time, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching the show. And I want to make one more announcement. Next week, we're going to move it to a Tuesday because for many reasons, but we're going to move the show to a Tuesday. So catch you guys next Tuesday. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.